South Jamaica, baby, they made me to be the greatest. Serving the deed of my creators, fresh off of my high haters. It's the king again, Magdalene, chauffeured, bragging and boasting.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is your boy Dollars. It's another day, another dollar video. Welcome to the channel. This is my reaction to season 2, episode 9 of The Sopranos. I wasn't even going to record this reaction so soon after episode 8, but the way episode 8 ended, I couldn't wait to record this episode. So I was going to do my reaction to The Boys, episode 3, but I'm like, you know what? I got to watch the next episode to see what happened with Chris, because I ain't gonna lie, the last episode was crazy. It's actually one of my favorite episodes so far. That episode was what I've been waiting for. You know, I've said a lot of times that a lot of these episodes feel like they're not leading to nothing. And there's a lot of planting of seeds, but it's just, you know, you're building up and setting things up, but nothing ever happens from the setup. And finally, we got something that happened, which, you know, I didn't even expect it. So that's what makes it even better. When something happens that you're not expecting and it's like a oh shit type of moment, I always love that. So I ain't got too much to say, man. Let's just hop right into this episode. So I guess since it's self-defense, he doesn't go to jail? Christopher got shot like what, 2-3 times? One thing about Chris, he might piss Tony off, but you know Tony cares about him. So he's definitely not gonna let this shit rock.
They took the tube out of his throat, so now he's breathing on his own. But he took a lot of damage to his spleen. They might have to take it out.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm so scared.
Hey, listen. This guy, he's a tough kid. Anybody can make it through something like this, is Christopher. You hear me?
He's not lying about that. Chris is gonna be alright.
Look what they did to my son, those sons of bitches! Fucking vodka.
When you find him, I want him to suffer. You hear me, Sil? I want that motherfucker in agony.
Don't worry, we'll do the best we can.
Gismonte with a G.
The kid who died, right?
Well, you never heard of him?
Huh.
Well, him and his friend Matthew Bevilacqua were around with Maltisanti.
Never saw him hanging out with your buddy, Christopher? I thought you'd want to help your friend.
Pussy's the last person you want to be right here. He's gonna snitch on everybody. Tell the feds that they killed the dude that shot Chris.
Oh, I don't know what I would do, Uncle Rich. I love him so much.
He's gonna make it.
I hope they don't think Rich had anything to do with this shit.
Start talking.
Back the fuck off. All right. What do you got, Rich?
Word is definitely out on the street on this Bevilacqua kid. Tommy Biondi from OTB came up with a name. A dealer named Quickie G.
He's been in the Bing a few times. Well, it might have been this other prick, Fast Fatty.
All right, I'm telling you, this won't take long. I give this Bevilacqua kid 5 days for somebody brings his ass to us to score points.
I see you calm reading that Bible. Good job.
I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight. Is this light gonna bother you?
No. Good night.
She wants to
Tony?
talk about it.
I love you, Tony. I don't want anybody getting hurt. Not me, not the kids, not you.
Carmela, I can't do one of these tearful things till 5 o'clock in the morning tonight. I just can't. Not tonight.
Come on, Tony. Talk to your wife, bro.
What about him?
The Brazilian he keeps on the side,
Yeah?
she had a baby.
This is on your mind now?
Maybe it has to do with the CK1 stinking up your shirt last Wednesday night.
It's
Yeah,
over.
basically,
months ago.
Yeah.
you better not get your side thing pregnant.
Listen, Tony, if you're gonna keep doing what you do, then at the very least, I want you to get a vasectomy.
You want me to do what?
Hey, yo.
You have any idea what a bastard child would do to this family? You ever think about the shame your children would feel? You're putting us all at risk.
That's crazy. She accepts that he has a side thing, bro?
Hey, I had her tested for AIDS. What do you think I am?
That's like wild that she would get to that point where she accepts that he has a side thing. That's a strong relationship, bro, because I don't know how people do it.
Code blue, ICU 3. Code blue, ICU 3.
Is a cold blue a good thing or a bad thing?
No! Oh my God, Chrissy! Oh, he's gonna die!
So it looks like he's going into shock or in a coma or something. I don't like looking at surgeries, bro. I don't even like being in the hospital.
So it stopped.
He died.
Rest is off on him. All right. Well, we gotta stay positive, right? We gotta give him that.
Positive vibes only.
My son Tony got up in the middle of the night to be there. He's a good leader, bro. He cares for his crew. She's gonna pray for Chris. Aw, I love Carm. I don't know why I'm getting a little emotional right now.
I want to speak to you now with an open heart, with an honest heart. Tonight, I ask you to take my sins and the sins of my family into your merciful heart. We have chosen this life in full awareness of the consequences of our sins. I know that Christopher's life is in your hands, and his fate is your will. I ask you humbly to spare him, and if it is your will to spare him, I ask that you deliver him from blindness and grant him vision. And through this vision, may he see your love and gain the strength to carry on in service to your mercy. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Eyes are getting a little bit watery. That's true love right there. If somebody prays for you, bro, that's the best thing somebody could do for you. That's like the realest thing somebody could do for you is pray for you, bro.
About a minute.
Is he still intubated?
Well, they're removing the ventilator as we speak.
What the fuck you two talking about?
The worst is over, but he was clinically dead for about a minute.
Wow.
Doctor, can I go in and see him?
No, he's going to be in post-op for about 4 or 5 hours, and then he's asked to speak with Mr. Galtieri.
Me?
He asked twice for you and Mr. Soprano.
The fact that he's awake right now is shocking. I feel like Chris is going to be worse after this, though. Going to be a savage.
Hey. I'm sorry, T. For what? I know you're mad at me. What are you talking about? I'm not mad at you. Nobody's mad at you. I'm going to hell, T. You're not going anyways but home. I crossed over to the other side.
When he was dead.
You know what? I saw the tunnel and the white light. I saw my father in hell. Get the fuck out of here. And the bouncer said that I'd be there too when my time comes. What bouncer? The Emerald Piper. That's our hell. It's an Irish bar where it's St. Patrick's Day every day, forever. Mikey Palmisi and Brendan Falone were there too. They were friends. Those two guys hated each other. Christopher, you gotta relax, okay? You just need some rest. They're friends now. They were playing dice with 2 Roman soldiers and a bunch of the Irish guys. Doesn't make sense. And the Irish, they were winning every roll. And then Mikey gave me a message for both of you. A message? Yeah, he said,
That's the drugs talking.
tell Tony and Paulie, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock? This fucking morphine drip, I don't think it's working.
Yeah, it's the drugs talking.
Do they know that this kid likes his chemistry set a little too much?
He's in pain. The fuck else they gonna do?
Yeah, that morphine, no joke, though.
What time was the Mikey hit? What the fuck do I know? You were there, weren't you?
It was in the morning, right? 11, 10?
They talking about hits in front of people like nothing.
All right, so I cheat. I used to cheat. I'm not getting spayed. End of subject.
You brought up the vasectomy. Now you don't want to talk about it.
You asked me what was going on.
He said, I used to cheat, like he's
I
still
saw
not
in the
doing
news
it.
about a gangland shooting. Is that your nephew, Christopher, that you've spoken of before? In the papers, they said he was in critical condition.
It's gonna be fine.
Have they found the person that shot him yet?
No. Have you?
I'm not trying to pry into that part of your life. I know our deal, but I've heard you say before that you love this young man.
Hmm?
Christopher was clinically dead for about a minute. He thinks he had one of those near-death experiences. Says he visited hell, and they told him he'd be back permanent.
Who's they?
It's bullshit. It was a dream, combined with the morphine. But now he thinks he's gonna go to hell when he dies. He's all fucked up over it.
Do you think he'll go to hell?
No.
That wasn't a believable no.
He's not the type that deserves hell.
It don't work that
Who do
way.
you think does?
The worst people.
It don't work that way, Tony.
To the demented psychos who kill people for pleasure. The cannibals. The degenerate bastards that molest and torture little kids and they kill babies. The Hitlers, the Pol Pots. Those are the evil fucks that deserve to die. Not my nephew.
What about you?
What? Hell? You been listening to me? No.
You don't think you're evil?
For the same reasons. We're soldiers, you know. Soldiers don't go to hell.
That's
it's
so,
war.
That's actually,
Soldiers, they kill other soldiers.
That's actually sad.
Situation where everybody involved knows the stakes.
And it's funny because that's like a majority of people that believe this. That they don't deserve hell. We all deserve it. Nobody's worthy. Why we need Jesus Christ.
We follow codes, orders.
If you believe in Christ and confess with your tongue.
Excuse me, let me tell you something. When America opened the floodgates and let all us Italians in, what do you think they were doing it for? Because they were trying to save us from poverty? No, they did it because they needed us. They needed us to build their cities and dig their subways and to make them richer. The Carnegies and the Rockefellers, they needed worker bees, and there we were. But some of us didn't want to swarm around their hive and lose who we were. We wanted to stay Italian and preserve the things that meant something to us. Honor and family and loyalty.
What they got to do with killing people for money, though?
Educated like the Americans, but we had the balls to take what we wanted. And those other fucks, those other, the J.P. Morgans, they were crooks and killers too. But that was the business, right? The American way.
I mean, he got a point.
Do poor Italian immigrants have to do with you? And what happens every morning you step out of bed?
What the fuck is this all of a sudden?
I'm just asking a question.
Oh, so you're taking a stand here now, huh? You pick here to make a stand? After all this time, telling me that nothing's my fault because of poor parenting. You pick now to act like Betsy fucking Ross. When my nephew's in a fucking hospital, he might not get out.
No, she's just keeping it real. This was a good scene right there. The intensity. That was a great scene. Hey, yo. My boy got a nerve.
What, 3 o'clock again?
Quiet.
Oh, he think he got a ghost.
My wind chimes?
Sorry, hon.
Just don't wake up my kids, Paulie.
Motherfucker.
Oh, he got a scar on his stomach?
You gotta relax your thoughts.
What the hell is Paulie doing with this Puerto Rican?
Mikey and Jojo had the Bella Vista room booked for 3. But the Bella Vista room is smaller and has no windows. A week before the wedding, Mikey saw the Bella Vista room and flipped out. He almost killed the events manager. So Mikey and Jojo got the Fountain Blue, and Kenny and me wound up in the Bella Vista room at 3 o'clock.
What's the correlation? I know 3 is the witching hour, 3 a.m. They say that's the devil's hour. And Christ was crucified at 3 p.m. You gonna wake Chris up to ask him? Fuck Paulie, bro.
Just trying to tidy up the place. Go back to sleep.
Tidying up.
How you doing?
I'm doing.
I tell you, I'm still baffled by this 3 o'clock thing, though.
I wish I had more for you, Paulie, but that's all he said.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah?
That bouncer that sent you back, did he have horns on his head?
No. He was just some big Irish goon in old-fashioned clothes.
Did anybody there have horns? Or buds for...
Paulie's afraid he's gonna go to hell or something?
It was fucking hell, okay? My father said he loses every hand of cards he plays. And every night at midnight, they whack him the same way he was whacked in life. And it's painful.
Oh, his father was whacked?
Does that sound like fucking heaven to you?
That's crazy.
Was it hot?
Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck?
The heat would have been the first thing you noticed. Hell is hot. That's never been disputed by any.
Actually, it's not. Hell's cold.
Sorry, my friend.
I forgot all about purgatory.
Purgatory.
I don't believe in purgatory. That's a Catholic tradition, a belief.
How long do you think we gotta stay there?
Now, that's different for everybody. You add up all your mortal sins and multiply that number by 50. Then you add up all your venial sins and multiply that.
I actually love that they talk about religious stuff in the show.
Your sentence. I figure I'm gonna have to do about 6,000 years before I get accepted into heaven. And 6,000 years is nothing in eternity terms. I could do that standing on my head.
Yeah, all right.
How often are you taking the Ativan?
Almost every night.
And when else?
Sunday afternoon, I took one.
You gotta get off those prescriptions.
Why did you agree to continue working with him?
We've discussed this, Elliot. I took him back because I felt it was a professional and ethical responsibility to do so.
I find it funny when a therapist needs to see a therapist.
Or professionalism, or
like-
even your ethics.
You should know what's wrong with yourself.
What you hope to achieve with this man.
What do you hope to achieve with me?
No, that's a facile analogy.
Why is it different?
I'm living in a moral never land with this patient. Not wanting to judge, but to treat.
It's hard, though.
But now, I've judged. I took a position, goddammit, and I'm scared.
I feel for you.
Yeah, that's gonna mess up her. She can't treat him thoroughly if she's judging. You get what I'm saying? So I wonder how that works. When you're a therapist, you're not supposed to take no position. You just gotta treat.
I think he knows.
Knows what?
Or at least suspects.
Who, what? What are you talking about?
He's been looking at me different, these glances.
Glances?
We had sandwiches brought in the other night. 4 with ham, salami, gabagool, 1 eggplant, and the other with tomato and mozzarella.
Yeah, okay.
That's 6 total. There were only 5 of us. But Tony said he ordered the eggplant, but I did, and I know for certain he ordered the tomato mozzarella.
Well, maybe he forgot.
No, he never forgets.
So what's the bottom line?
He let me eat the eggplant and he took the tomato. But there was a moment.
A glance.
Yeah, fucking glance.
This is simple, and I'm gonna help you out here.
Those them looks Tony be giving.
Who's different now? You're the one seeing through different eyes. You're the one with the new attitude.
I know the man, and I see he's the one who's different with me.
The odds don't favor it. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, to you.
Hey, Sal, I wasn't the one selling heroin, okay? And I wasn't the one who got pinched for it.
So what do I do?
What do? You do everything you can do. Do what you do to a girl that you want to fuck. Make him love you.
Tomorrow I'll get up earlier, right? How about the peppers and eggs on the round bread? Yeah?
That sounds great.
You need more time alone, Joe?
No. I'm ready.
She's gonna give him a Bible or something?
If you want to sleep, it's okay. I brought a book.
No, I just got up 10 minutes ago.
Are the painkillers aren't helping?
No, they're pretty fucking good.
I walked down the hall to an empty room and I prayed to Jesus to spare you. And that if he would spare you, I asked that he grant you vision, sight, so that you can see the way to Christ clearly.
I think that's gonna mess him up. Cause he's not gonna be focused. He's gonna be second guessing everything he does now.
You saw something that none of us have ever seen. So what did he say to you?
Who?
Jesus.
I didn't see Jesus.
Tony said that you saw Jesus smiling and he took you to see your Father in heaven and,
Wow, Tony's crazy.
Carmela?
You what?
My father was in hell and they said that's where I'd go when it's my time. Maybe it was purgatory, but I don't know.
Tony flipped it. He was in heaven.
And you have to look at this experience as an opportunity to repent, to change your heart, to start to walk in the light of the Lord. You were blessed by this, Christopher. You were blessed with a second chance.
He did get a second chance, but what's he gonna do with it?
Well, I do know, and I am gonna pray, like I did the other night, and I'm gonna pray every day from now on. It is not too late for you, Christopher.
You gotta love Carm though. Her heart's in the right place.
Will you pray?
Them drugs hitting.
You just have to follow me. Holy Spirit.
He trying to hear that shit.
So what, we're not talking now?
What is
Said
there
what
to
I have
talk
to say,
about?
Tony. If you can't be honest with me, at least have the balls to be honest with yourself.
Oh, I got balls. And as long as I do, they will remain intact. Me, it's up to you.
You gotta prove it to yourself first, Tony. Yourself and God.
You know, you and God, Carmela, you're only religious when it suits you.
Oh, what is that supposed to mean?
The Pope doesn't even believe in Trojans, and you want me to get snipped. Isn't that a little bit hypocritical?
Look, Tony, I'm thinking of my family first. That's all.
Well, whatever's down here, it's God's creation. Isn't it a sin to undo the good work he's done?
Hey, yo.
The living of it.
Oh. That was poison.
Unbelievable, you know that?
She hit him with the poison.
Look what I made that living for. What the fuck you doing? You had dinner an hour ago. What the fuck are you doing to yourself?
Tony, leave him alone.
He wants attention.
I'm supposed to get a vasectomy when this is my male heir? Look at him.
Tony, come back here and apologize!
Wow. That was crazy.
You're dragging me to hell.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
You're dragging me to hell.
Paulie. You had a nightmare, honey.
Someone was screaming. Scared.
Oh, Bendito.
Uncle Paulie had a bad dream.
Mommy.
Come here, baby.
Uncle Paulie, while you smashing his mom's?
You need to talk to someone who deals with this kind of thing professionally.
What kind of thing?
He's in New York, Paulie. In Nyack. His name is Cullen. He's a psychic.
A psychic? Get the fuck out of here.
He's famous for contacting dead relatives for people.
That's not gonna help at all. And that's a sin, to go to psychics and get readings and shit like that.
Alright. Tacklebarney State Park. You know where that George Washington slept 2 houses? Up that road there's a gray house.
Bevelak was there?
$20, baby.
$20, that's it? I'm gonna need like 100 or something, bro.
Are you telling me that's who you are, or that's who he is? I see.
Yeah, this is a scam. Don't tell me freaking Paulie came to this bullshit.
The spirit put him on hold.
He says you found his body.
Oh, my God.
He's sorry. He knows how traumatic that was.
Paulie believes it now. He looks like he's buying into it.
What's the problem? What the hell's the matter?
Oh, please, go on. He can't hurt you. You don't have to be afraid.
Wow.
I understand. Yes.
He's a bad man. There's multiple?
I feel your anger.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
Charles. Yes, you have a son. You're with your son?
The fuck? I don't got no kids.
Oh, Sonny.
Pagano?
Kind spirit. Is your name Sonny?
Hmm.
Charles Pagano.
How the fuck do you know that?
He says he was your first. But I feel many more.
Hey!
I was
That,
laughing.
that is creepy.
Poison ivy?
That is creepy, bro.
Wants to know if it still itches.
Oh!
Don't fuck with me. Who you been talking to?
I'm afraid I'm
That
gonna
was
have
dude
to
that they
ask you to
bodied when he got the
Why?
poison ivy.
What the fuck are they saying?
You really want me to say it?
Nah, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Satanic black magic. Sick shit.
I'm asking you to leave, sir.
They actually see demons and shit when they do that.
Quiz!
Wow, he said he was your first. That is creepy. Creepy. So I believe that shit is real, but they definitely see demons and shit.
I gave the name Ted Hughes.
Did you call him from your house?
I'm not a moron, T. I know this might be a scam, so I call him from a padmark.
It wasn't a scam, though.
How can you just sit there? He warned you about 3 o'clock, too.
I don't believe any of this shit. It doesn't mean a fucking thing to me.
You don't gotta believe it, but it could still be true, though.
Write the whole thing off until the psychic mentioned little Sonny Pagano. But that, I don't know. I did this guy over 30 years ago, T. How the fuck did he know that?
Does he know where Matt Bevilacqua is? Huh? Did you ask the fucking Ghostbuster that? Because we're out there breaking our ass trying to find his kid, and you're up there fucking around in Nyack.
Nyack, Long Island?
You eat steak?
Fuck you talking about?
If you were in India, you would go to hell for that.
I'm not in India. What do I give a fuck?
They love cows.
None of this shit means a goddamn thing.
That Poison Ivy shit was wild, though. I ain't gonna hold you. Damn, Tony, you read my mind. Exactly what I want right now. I'm about to get it.
I said it because all the anger and the frustration the last few days, it built up inside me and exploded. There's no excuse for that. I gotta learn to control my emotions around the people I love. I think you're the same way, you know. I think your feelings, you keep them inside.
Exactly.
You and me, we react without thinking.
Yup. I could see that.
That's why I get mad at you. You know, I see myself in you.
He doesn't want his son to be like him and have his problems.
I couldn't ask for a better son, AJ. And I mean that.
Thanks.
Want a piece of pizza?
Yeah. You do. No, you do. Stop fronting. That shit smelling good right now. Damn, I want a slice so bad right now.
Pussy's on the phone. He says it's urgent.
Oh man, that pizza look good, bro. All the food in this freaking show looks good, bro.
I've been calling you all over the fucking place.
I'll be right there.
What's going on?
I'm about to go kill somebody, Carm.
Nothing.
We found the dude that hurt Chris. I'm about to commit a sin. That's who you married, so...
He's way the fuck out near Morristown, Hacklebarney State Park.
Oh, about that George Washington slept here house?
Yeah.
Give me one.
Tony about to put in work?
Furio and me are on it.
That's how you know he loves Chris.
I want to do this. Good. Cut Furio loose. Raise a crowd.
This is just what pussy needs. So he could fucking snitch on Tony. Yep, I seen him kill somebody with my own eyes. Don't tell me he's gonna tape it too. Oh, they got him already. You ain't learned your lesson from A Bronx Tale?
It wasn't me. It was Sean. Just Sean.
I was shaking.
You're gonna fucking kill me for something I didn't do.
Bro, it was your idea. What do you mean?
Don't you think we could have killed you already if we wanted you dead? Relax. We just want to talk to you.
It was Sean. You gotta believe me. It was Sean.
They want to know if Richie has something to do with this.
Down disrespected, and then we should score points with Richie. But I told him, hey, Rome wasn't built in one day. Anything, Tony. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Did Richie send you?
What'd Richie say?
It had nothing to do with Richie. He didn't ask for it. He got mad when I told him. Sean did it on spec.
All right. Come here. Come here, come on.
Hey,
Are you sure nobody else was involved? Take a minute, think it over.
It was Sean all the way.
you still had something to do with it. You pulled that trigger.
You're a good kid.
I'm thirsty.
See if you got something to drink.
What can I get you? You want a Fanta? Something like that?
Is Tony gonna do it? Or is Pussy gonna do it? That's the last soda you ever gonna have, man.
How is that? I mean, you sure you want a diet drink? You don't want something with some sugar in it?
There's only diet.
It's good.
You finished?
Thank you, T.
Cause that sugarless motherfucker,
The last soda you
the last
ever.
fucking drink you're ever gonna have.
Oh, God, Mommy. Mommy, please, Tony, please.
You mad late. Damn. They emptied the clipping boy, bro. They not playing about Chris. That's the end? Oh, no.
23 years of donations to your parish. And this is what this guy sees hanging over me?
You should have never gone to a psychic. It's divination.
Yep. It's a sin.
Completely unsanctioned by the church. Psychics are heretics and thieves who practice witchcraft. There's no validity to anything he told you. Your problem's a spiritual matter.
Maybe. But irregardless, I should have had immunity to all of this shit.
Wow.
I should have been covered by my donations.
They don't work like
When the
that.
organ needed a rejob, who was there?
Yo, you can't buy your way into heaven, bro.
You should have come to me first, and none of this would have happened.
What you gonna tell him? Do 100 All Fathers?
It's too late. You've been slacking off on me, and you left me unprotected. I'm cutting you off for good. You ain't never gonna see another dime from me.
Bro thinks he could freaking pay his way into heaven, man. They don't work like that. The audacity, I should have been covered, my donation. Even them statues is no bueno. Those are idols.
So the poor man says to the rich man, "Would you buy your wife this year?" He says, "I got her a huge diamond ring and a brand new Mercedes." Poor man says, "What'd you get her both for?" Rich man says, "If you don't like the diamond ring, she can bring it back in the Mercedes and still be happy." Rich man says to the poor man, "What'd you get your wife this year?" He says, "I got her a pair of slippers and a dildo." Rich man says, "What'd you get her a pair of slippers and a dildo for?" Poor man says, "If she don't like the slippers, she can go fuck herself."
Yo, that was a good one.
Sure.
That was a good one. Aw, look at Pussy and Tony
First time you brought
bonding.
me here.
They bonding right now.
Popped my cherry that night.
Yeah.
They call it a
Seems
body?
like old time.
That steak look good too.
You believe in God?
Yeah, I do, Tom. Absolutely. Works in very mysterious ways, his wonders to perform, but no doubt. He's been very good to me.
So,
It's crazy. Tony don't believe. How can you lay in bed next to your wife after you killed a man?
hey,
Hey,
Wouldn't even want to be around nobody after
How you
doing
doing?
something like that.
fine.
Hey, he did it himself too.
good.
Better go in that shower.
Yeah?
You gonna ask her for a prayer or something? Like, pray for me? She can sense it on him. Yeah, she can sense it on him. She knows. Looking alright though, too, in that nightgown. Nah, let me stop.
I've been thinking.
Stop.
What?
He wants to go to church.
I'll do it.
Oh, nah. Bro, so you just straight up admitting that you're gonna continue to stay with your side chick so you could get a vasectomy?
I don't want you to do it, Tony.
Yo, she's so confusing right now.
To do it. And now I want to do it. So, we'll do it.
Your boy Dollars will never, ever, ever snip, snip.
Meadow is leaving soon, and I may want to have another baby. Maybe. All I want is you. That's all I have ever wanted. And I want you to be true and to be mine. I want you to not cheat.
I will be true, Come. From now
No,
on,
oh, Tony, please.
Just don't talk.
believe me, then fine. And what can I do?
Girls, you lie too much. You tell her, look at her face and lie to her. Like, what the fuck?
What can I do?
Not cheat, maybe?
Prove it to me.
What do you mean, prove it? Where are we going with this, Carmela? Alright, y'all, that was my reaction to episode 9. I do like that this show talks about like religious themes. I think this show's very deep with the way it tackles these themes of religion. It tackles a lot of themes, by the way, not just religion, but you know, this was interesting to see how they all reacted to the fear of possibly going to hell. Kind of surprising. Well, it's not surprising that Tony is not really a believer like that, but deep down, I think he is. You have those characters that they tell themselves that these things aren't true so they could justify continuing the life that they're into. You know, you have those people that are like that. It was funny seeing how Paulie was reacting, that he went to go see a psychic, and you know, the psychic actually was working. And that's the thing, like those things are real. Just because I denounce it doesn't mean I don't believe that those things are real. It is real, but like what the priest told them, it is witchcraft. Divination is a sin in the Bible. Yeah, like this was a great episode. Again, I love how they talk about religious stuff, and I'm curious to see if they will talk about that again in future episodes. One thing I don't understand Carmela, man. One minute she's saying one thing, the next minute she's saying something else, and you know, I get it. Like she just wants Tony, but it's like she is a hypocrite in a way because she's so religious, but yet she tolerates what her husband does. You know, I kind of wish they would have showed how they found the kid more. Like I would have liked to see them looking for the kid, the guy that has something to do with Chris being shot. I would have preferred seeing that a little bit more, like them out looking for him, and one of those kinds of episodes. This episode was mostly Paulie and, you know, the religious aspect, which I don't mind that. I feel like they could have gave us the religious stuff and had like a scene or two of Paulie looking for the guy that has something to do with Chris being shot. But yeah, man, I enjoyed this episode. If you enjoyed this reaction, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Dollars.
For my time goes by, they gon' raise a nigga jersey in the sky. Treat a nigga right, big dreaming on my life. Shorty wanna get some air, I go and get her when I fly. Taking off on these niggas I retire. The minute I catch fire, I smoked them all before, just revisiting the high.